Hey there, folks. How we doing? 7:58 a.m. Saturday, November 12th, 2016. That was when I was going to do something like just to make you laugh for a moment. It's important for us to try to keep our sense of humor about things, especially when there's things that touch us deeply. Hopefully I'll make it through this video without having to take a quick stop. To recompose myself. First off, Gerard, thanks, man. You got me so much nice stuff, man. You rock. And coffee, folks. Please don't send me any more coffee. Thank you so much for what you sent me. But I won't be alive long enough to drink everything I have right now. I'll be leaving Paul and Bijou plenty of them when they come down here. Plenty of it. So that, and there's some wine here. So anyway, I want to thank you for that. Mick, Noel, thanks again for what you just sent. That, while a lie, I can't even say it. I'm having a hard time with Jay these days. Really nice coffee too. Shana and Don, haven't forgot you at all. Have not forgotten you. I'll get some stuff done today, and I have to go. I'm going to relax just a little bit when I get done with the last little party today. It starts at 5. And then the tomorrow morning I start preparing for Herky's leaving. And then after he's home, then I'll be preparing for my own. It's just time for things to settle down. I gotta get. I've been waiting to do some very important stuff. If I were to listen to myself 10 years ago, I'd say this crazy old fart in overalls is nuts. I expect, no less out of other people that aren't awake yet. Actually, I'd look at it and I'd say, that's interesting, and I'd pursue it. But the first thing that kind of slaps you in the face is like, there's no way. It's not written in a book. Mom and Dad never taught me that. It's not in the Bible, or something goofy like that. Those are those thought processes that are hammered into us like a rivet and a hammer banged into our head when we're born, until we accept them, and then every once in a while they can still continuously hit every once in a while to make sure they stay in there. There was a control mechanism used by the original first being male and female when they were still alive. And of course, they're dead. Mick, Noel, as soon as I get out here, I'll take care of you, okay? It'll be good. You've gone through hell. It's time for that stuff to be over. And you rock, dude. And thanks for the stones you sent, too, and the bamboo. That's really cool. I got them sitting on the shelf downstairs. I'll be playing with some of the stone, too, soon, but I'm so busy. I got a dumpster out in front of the house, throwing stuff away. Okay, fear death? You're kidding me, right? That's like when you've been at work all day. Some good, some bad, but you've been at work. And then you come home. and then you put the key in the door. It's like, oh no, I can't open the door. I don't know what's there. You know, it's like, that's the frantic situation that's been given to everyone. That's bullshit. Period. It's bullshit. Okay. What are you? Who are you really? Okay, you have the body that's got the spirit from the planet, but moreover, your own personal spirit wedged in there with another spirit that originally came from Gaia, the spirit of the earth, this female essence a long time ago. That's the two parts of what they call the Kundalini. Folks, as you listen to more and more of what I say, especially the last year, when I settle down a little more, it's easier to see, hear, and feel how it all fits. Okay, it's truth. It's not that it wasn't earlier, but it's just I am what I've always said I am, and more. I didn't want to talk about myself ever, but there's no way around that. This isn't about me, it's about everything. And it's also about my job involved taking care of everything the best I can. And I'm finally about to be free where change is coming, folks. I'm not saying that because I'm kind of silly prophet or something. No. It's because what I am inside, I'm coming out. And I'm taking care of this. I am a huge, powerful hammer with a heart in it. What you're looking at, it's a tired old man. Goofy old man in overalls. This stuff will happen. You'll see. But anyway, and it's, when you do see it, it's just the janitor, okay, mopping up. But when you understand some of the things I've talked about, all of a sudden they start coming true, then you have a reason to read the books. Creation, that's beginning in your origin. This is where you came from. Don't you want that information? Don't you want to know what you are, who you are, how you got to be who you are? Or what you are? I mean, come on. You won't find this anywhere. It ain't in the religious books, right, Joey? Joey's head is growing so hard right now, man. It's just... he's coming on hard, strong. Anyway, he's going to be really involved with the Pacific Northwest, U.S., but a lot of the native tribes and all over there. Then there's book 2, Creation. Its journey evolving in a paradise. A true paradise knows no such thing. However, the closest thing to a paradise is when you're out of your body and the original first being male and female are dead. Excuse me. And that tells you, this has got the history of Atlantis, of Lemuria, the different planets that were colonizing our planet, the Earth, when it happened. It's got the age, the timelines, so the six ages. The 6 ages, what we're in now. And number 6 is, in numerology, number 6 is intuition. How about that? It's almost like it makes sense for some reason. I have to change something in this one book, though. Okay, in the back of the book, says J. Essex was born 7/27/1955 at 2:37 p.m. It was 4:37 p.m. The correct time is on a small book. Okay. A lot of people say, "Oh, if Jay was what he says he is," and if you listen to what I say I am, it's not very strong power. That's no better than nothing else. There's no glorification. There's no nothing. It's a strong janitor with a big mop that can clean things up for you. Bada boom, bada bing. No big deal. They're usually pissed. It's not about them or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Enough about that. This is the book of the runes, Jared's Runes of Awakening. It's got all different symbols and stuff in there. Okay. You can pull a reading for yourself. It's like Siobhan brought up yesterday in one of the little parties. Talking with another family member, Caroline Blackwell. She's out west. She soars. But even when we were talking about it, I was using my family members, showing them this and that, and trying to help them understand how we see things. Folks, once you understand it, it gets easier and easier. But it takes time to really see things deeply. And I'm talking about seeing stuff normal people cannot see. Okay, it's hard to do what they're here to do, but they're here to do it because it's their job. They have a lot of love, compassion, tons of honor, and here for you. When Source does not have issues, it serves because it wants to. It serves because that's its calling. Just don't tell it what to do. That's foolhardy, okay? This thing about death, though, when you, like in the first book, I tell you where you all came from, spirit. How did it happen? The first being. Almighty God was always there. Really? Okay. Where did evil come from? It was always there. Everything came from God. What do you mean? So evil came from God? No. Wait, I'm so confused. Where's my book? Bible's been rewritten, 1,700 times? It's still full of crap? How many times can you rewrite a book to make it make sense? And after 1,700 times, I think you ought to give up. Anyway, folks, you are a physical body. What you are that I'm talking to is a physical body that has some spirit from the planet in it. Spirit, sentient energy, that originally came from Gaia, and sentient energy, that is the actual you put inside the body along with that other spirit to keep your life confusing and difficult. So, but who I'm talking to right now is that spirit that was put in that body with the planetary essence in a physical body to have a life. That's who I'm talking to right now. So, when you die, when the body dies, what happens? It shuts down, and what happens? Here's where all the fear mongers come in. If you didn't go to my church, you're going to hell. The perfect, all-loving, all-forgiving God is going to stand there with little devils and pitchforks, and they're going to abuse you and torture you forever. How does anyone come up with that shit? Come on, man, that's insanity. And we're pushed into believing it. Excuse me. You were pushed by the original first being, male and female. Their angels would actually make you think that. There's a lot more wondering going on these days about what's really happening. There's a lot more confusion about what's real. And you're going to find out that the religions are just going to start fading away. You can only sell so much bullshit and then it stops, unless you have someone forcing you to buy it. People start waking up because they won't be kept from waking up. And those that don't want to wake up, they're more negative frequency based, and they don't need to be in bodies having lives. So they won't be. There'll be something else done for them too, though. Everything in creation has equal value. But so what happens when you die then? You see, everyone's so freaked out. Especially, the seniors who are closer to death. That's hard for them. It's wrong for them to suffer too. Why should they have to go through that crap? Well, to abuse it while it's still in the body. It was all about abuse. Folks, when you die, there's no hell. There's no devil. It's all bullshit. It's what really happens. The body shuts down, the spirit from the planet comes out. Your personal spirit comes out. Your who you really are. Who you basically are. Your personal free spirit put into a physical body to have a life. It literally comes off to the right, and then to the left is your the planetary essence, that the part of it that was put in your body. Some spirit that used to be part of Gaia, it's not anymore. It hasn't been for over 10 million years. All right, over 11, whatever. But they come out this way. I watch them when they come out. I talk to them. Animals, plants, people. Plants are a little bit unique. I talked about that the other day. I was thinking about it and I wasn't going to say anything, and 2 days later, Brigitte brought it up. So it's like, okay, Brigitte needs to know, but I'm being pushed to talk about it. Brigitte sees for herself too. It's just, folks, when you're seeing stuff that doesn't exist, give yourself a break, would you? I mean, we see stuff that doesn't exist physically. It doesn't exist in the physical realm. You can't just grab it. It's not a stone. You can't just grab it, okay? You have to see it. And some people are so stupid in their arrogance and desire to be held above anyone else or others in general. They say you're full of shit because, you know, you would know this or you would know that. Folks, these people are idiots. They have no idea what they're doing. They're just trying to... they don't want anyone to be able to do something they can't, especially when they consider it magic and they have no idea how to get there. They don't want you to, you know, look up more important than they are. And all that should matter is that, you know, you be important to yourself and those that you love be important to you, you know. Do what you can for who you can when you feel it. They don't want anyone to get to awaken, and you will. But the more you see, when you see ghosts come over, woo, paranoia, they're going to, paranoia. They're going to come get us, they attack. It has to do with the devil, it's Satan, they're demons. No such thing as a demon. No such thing as a devil. Folks, they're you when you're not in a body. A quote-unquote ghost is spirit that was in a body and no longer is. When your body dies and you come out, what the hell do you think you are? Die. You know, I'm not calling y'all stupid. I'm having fun, okay? You want to call someone stupid? Look at me 12 years ago. Here you go. Call me stupid. I don't care. I know who I am. I know what it's like to be in a body. I know what we have to go through when we're in one. And I know what it's like coming out of one. Like I've always said, ignorance is an innocent thing. When something's ignorant and you teach it better and it still wants to go back to the old way because there's something it's not happy about with the other way, it doesn't want to see that, then that's stupid. And there are plenty of stupid people. So anyway, there's nothing to fear. You're free. Free of pain, free of everything else. You're home. And what was on the other side that was aggressive? It's gone. It's fracking gone now. People are dying going home and it's like, huh. Okay. And then they just kind of float around. It's like they're looking, waiting for something to pop out, and there's nothing. And they're like, okay, this, you know, that's a big change. Of course, it takes a while to remember who you are. Sometimes it takes a couple of weeks. That's usually when the people, loved ones, will be hanging around you. And then they go away. They go home. So... I promised you change is coming, folks. And it is. It already has. And it's coming strong. I've wanted to do so much more, and I've fought so much to do what I could while I was here. But that's okay because, you know, I can take care of that when I get out of here. There goes Jay making stuff about him. Those of you that actually know me, have listened to me for a while, you know I've got like no self. I'm not down on myself, but I'm another pebble on the beach. I'm just a big pebble, so what? I'm bound and determined to do what my job is. That doesn't make me better than anyone else. I was made incredibly powerful. So I would protect, especially the original first being male and female, who, as well as everything else, and they're dead. They were destroyed because of their crimes against everything they built. Creation was not attacking them. They were attacking creation. They were the aggressor. They're dead. It's simple. On the other side, folks, you have your memories. There's, feelings in there, but you don't have all these emotions freaking out everywhere. Freaking you out. So it's relaxing, actually. It's nice. After a couple of weeks being out of the body, people usually settle in. It depends on how rough the life was. So then they just kind of slide into the moment. To their new being. They all of a sudden become aware of that moment where they're, wow, oh yeah, feels good to be home. We talking everything else, there's no bodies, there's spirit, sentient energy. The only solid matter there is at all in the second dimension is heavy particulate pieces of matter floating by or zooming, whatever. It goes right through you. Doesn't hurt you. Your spirit. So, intelligent, self-aware energy. That's who you really are. When you leave your body, boom, you come out. I mean, I feel when Herky goes, folks, I'm going to cry like a baby. It's going to hurt like hell. I literally am just going to sit. And it'll hit me at one point, and I just choke up, and my eyes will pour like the Chattahoochee River. And my body be jerking like that. I can't do the mega boohoo thing. But it gets right next to it. It's a feeling of loss. It's love and compassion. When you're in a body, folks, that is a special time, and it should be honored. When it's time to go home, you should forget about it and go home. Me, I got stuff I got to do. I'm not worried about going home. Everything on the other side's been freaking out about it. Keep them in a body. Keep them in a body. Those are the assholes that want to maintain the old way of abuse, and that'll never happen. That's leaving. They want to take about 10 to 20% of the animal essence out of body and leave the rest in there. That ain't happening. They were given a promise, and there's nothing strong enough to keep Arae from making that happen, from honoring that promise. Anyway, that's just one issue. And then those over there that are cool, they're really concerned about pulling Arae out of the body. It's like, what is he going to be like when he gets out? His last life was insane. He was beat up, banged up, tortured as best as possible for years, over a decade. Actually, it's over 60 years. But the last 10 have been hell. 20, whatever. So, folks, death is nothing. It's opening up a door to go home. Okay? Number one, it's where you normally it's where you normally live. Number two, it's no pain, suffering, eating, sleeping, nothing. But you have your feelings, but you're calm. Your emotions don't freak out everywhere. Number three, you're back to your true, incredibly huge, intelligent, and powerful self. Number 4, you can actually help the ones you love by going to them and give it when they need it. Go up to them as energy, flow into them, and give them your love. They'll feel it. Sometimes they cry. Why? Because they feel it. So I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I was thinking of my aunt. She always used to help me. She always used to help me, and I was so sad, and boom, there she was. She just came to me and said, "It's okay." Well, she did. And how will this person see this aunt that is out of a body and just spirit? You can't see it. Spirit, sentient energy. How does that happen? Well, imagery. The aunt shows her a picture in her brain, talks to her brain, and says, "Here's a picture of me when I was alive. Here's a picture of me smiling." And then there's communication. It's called telepathy. Folks, I have left you everything you need to become incredibly sentient. Self-aware. You're already sentient, but to become, while in a physical body, to become sentient, to gain full sentiency is kind of like a funny way of saying for you to become aware, awake, fully aware of yourself. There's nothing to fear with death. There's no hell, there's no nothing. You go home and relax, and it's better over there than it's ever been. It's all these damn religions and governments and all this crap that put this fear in you. Well, folks, I love you, man. It's hard to have faith in what you're not aware of yet, especially when it's brand new. I don't just understand that, I appreciate that. That's another reason for you to wake up. It's not just helping yourself, it's helping those you love. And the few that are out there that listen, there's almost none of you that don't have love in your heart. Well, screw it. You're out of your body and that's it. You're not going to be a pain in anyone's butt ever again. So, going home is a release. Okay? It's freedom. It's finally being yourself again. It hurts us when we're in body and we lose someone we really love. Hold on to those good memories. We tend to and forget the bad. And then just let it go because we'll all be home soon. When you have bodies in the energy, lives in the energy bodies, it's a whole different ball game. You can feel the other side right there. Like there's no way you can embody, and the physical body can't hardly see anything. So that's why the Fae are literally right below us in these energy bodies for the most part. But the Fae bodies are down there, and the human bodies are up here in the physical world, so they get beat up harder because the original male and female want to grow them bigger and have more of them as far as souls hanging around. They favored the human soul. Okay? No, we're family, creation. Strongest thing there is out there as far as the type of frequencies it has is, is animal. Now, actual power level is source. Source contains animal, but animal essence is incredibly powerful. Their home is at M66 with the Lily Arae source family. So anyway, look, folks, and there's nothing wrong with being anything. It's just, it's all relative to what the original first being, male and female, were doing with, for, and to everything else. What they were doing for you is building up abuse frequencies inside you, screwing up your life, growing you to make you bigger so that they could have more praise machines. That's what they did for you. Gave you hell, abusive lives. That's hell. You want to see hell? Look in a mirror. You in a body, that's hell. What death is, what we call death, that's release, that's freedom. Jail time's over. It's not that we don't have any good memories from being here, and we take those with us. And just like when someone goes, remember the better parts of them, you remember the better parts of your lives. You don't have to deal with the other stuff, but it takes a little while for that stuff to calm down for you to be able to do that on the other side. That's why you have to have time in between lives. Folks, all this stuff is simple. You can have spirit inside you helping you in just no time at all. I'll just say a couple of months, few months. So, but not that long. So anyway, folks, don't fear death. Death, whoa, the skull, whoa. Oh, for Pete's sake. It's freedom. It's freedom from your body. Personally, I can't stay. I got to go. I got stuff I got to do. So, I should have gone over a year ago. Some people on the other side and some people here kept that from happening, but that's okay. That's just about finished now. It's right on the cusp, right on the edge. So, folks, I love you. I hope you take the time to start waking up a little bit more, to become a little more about yourself. The more you are yourself, the more you can see and feel, the more you understand, the less stuff bothers you. If you think you're afraid to see things now, you're afraid of what you might know. Once you know more, you don't have that fear. So you're actually afraid to lose your fear. Now, if that seems stupid, that's only because it is. Okay? Being ignorant of that thought is innocent. Now that you know, maintaining it is stupidity. Don't be stupid. Be yourself. Just reach and contact and become aware of as much of yourself as possible. The human body dying is release. It's freedom. The part of you that wants to hold on to the body so hard is literally the female planetary essence that's in the body. And that's going to calm down, because as soon as I'm out of here, they're all going to understand that they're literally, instead of being forced in and out of bodies that are the only thing they can have is like a planet, they're supposed to be inside planets and have long lives, and they're going in bodies that aren't like a planet. They, they're constricted. It's like being a straitjacket and screaming. And, they're getting planets. All this is going to come about. There's freedom for everything in creation coming, folks. It's not just you people listening. And if you only care about yourself, come on. Stop it. Some of us are having lives that are so horrific, that's all you have time for. I understand that too. Well, folks, don't fear death, okay? Wake up as much as you can. And those that you love, the sooner that you, especially when they're older, as soon as you learn more about that yourself, you're going to be able to help them too. And that's why people listen to me. Well over 90% of everyone, a lot more than 90% of everyone that listens to me is because they have heart and they're trying to understand the insanity of creation. And your 2 books there, it's right there. TheSpiritualFoundation.com. Talk to Deanna. You can buy it directly right on the book page. You just click it. Takes you right there and you buy it. On eCreateSpace, that's a company that makes it. They're part of Amazon.com. So, of course, it's also on Amazon.com. So, yeah, you might get it. It's usually a little faster to get it off the website, eCreateSpace, because you go straight to the publisher. It doesn't build up and go around, and the way they do things. So, it's like usually about a day or two, because see, they publish it as you want it, so they make it and then send it to you. Anyway, with the Amazon.com, there's Amazon. Europe, and it's all over the world. Okay. I've released it to go to libraries. Okay. The legal rights for the libraries to have it is there, but they have to want it first. So, because that's something you have to do. I've already done it a long time ago. All the books. And the only thing I didn't show you, these cards for your awakening, folks. These cards are awesome. I made them. Okay, the symbols are the Elder Fruit Arc plus the other ones I put in there. This is I was right here. It's like all things in all ways. Okay. Unicorn, very strong, aggressive energy, can't stand aggressive negativity. One more. Okay, this is almost there. Ingus, almost there. And that's where I'm at. And one more. How about that? And that's all things in all ways, basically. But literally what I got out of that is just all done. Other than finishing getting the last packages out and shipping stuff off and taking care of Herky, I'm done. So, folks, love you. Take care. Not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you what you have to do, but I'm giving you good advice on what to do about different things. The most important thing is to become yourself. The more you can see and feel, the more you can comfort those you love when they're getting older and they need to die. The body's got to go. These bodies are temporary. That's a known thing. You know you're going to be born and you know you're going to die. And if you're in the U.S., the third thing you know, that the IRS is going to screw you. So that's the third thing you know anyway, that you're going to be screwed when you're in the body. So it's release, it's freedom. And when we get out of body and go home, all of us, we never forget each other. Folks, we're family. I'm telling you. Speaking of which, love you. I got to take care of my 4-footed family outside. Love you and have a good. And don't fear death. For Pete's sake, it's opening up the door to your house where you live. It's just going home. Love you, man. Have a good.